Even fisting.
Mark.
I love how...
And who daps with their wife anyway?
They do.
I did it one time. I've done that one time in my life, and it was during...
Love making?
No.
That's how you complete the act?
Maybe
Yeah.
right at that moment of truth.
What's the moment of truth?
What are you eating?
Nothing.
Yeah, you are. Boy, how feeble was that? Nothing. Nothing.
I did it at a Texas Tech game when we were both rooting for Texas Tech.
What are you eating?
I'm a piece of gum. I'll get rid of it. But yeah, we dapped. That's or it's what?
No, you fisted her.
Yeah, I fisted her.
Mark.
Well, no, that's.
No, I mean that's what it is apparently.
I know. And Mark.
Huh. Do you fist on a regular basis?
I've done it once. What did I just say?
Once.
And I don't call it that.
What do you call it?
I've never. There's no term for it. You know what? It's like when I remember seeing like in the 70s on TV, Supertramp had a video for "It's Raining Again." Remember that song? It's raining again.
No.
You don't remember that song?
No.
Danny?
Supertramp?
Wasn't that Supertramp?
Our love's at an end.
Oh, it's raining again.
Okay. All right. I don't remember that, but okay.
Well, anyway, so I saw that video. I'd never seen a video before, and I didn't know what to call it. I was like, there was this thing, and they had music, and there was a picture behind it. There was no MTV then.
Mm-hmm.
And I know they had videos out, but
right.
I don't know if there was a name for it. It's just like that. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's fisting. I'm going to call it that, though, from now on. Thanks to Detroit News Lady.
That's good.
Thank you. I'll tell that again if you want.
No, it's a good term for you to use. I would recommend that you go through this world and use it as often as you can.
Okay.
Well, we have a great show for everybody out here at Sun and Ski Sports in Dallas at Royal and Central.
Do you think that these Super Bowl athletes, if done with an interview, if I, instead of shaking their hand and saying bye, if I just say, okay, hey, fist me, but I don't hold my hand up.
Right.
I just see what their reaction is.
Well, I don't know. Let's do it and see.
I appreciate the interview. Are you ready to fist me?
All
right,
mind.
you can be Mr. Fister. It is 3:43 here on the ticket.
That's it, Mr. Fister.
Today, but first, there's another article we're focusing on. Sometimes up here, after all this time, you'd seem like guys would learn. But no. Sometimes somebody will have something done on them, and they think they're going to be able to slide it past us and not tell us about this. But that very rarely happens. One way or the other, we always find out. And somebody on this show is guilty of not telling us about it. So let's just go around the horn right quick. Ty, have you had anything done on you that you would like to tell us about here recently?
I don't think so.
David?
No, don't think so.
How about you, Danny?
Nothing I haven't already disclosed, Holmes. It's all out there.
Well, I know nothing like that's happened to me either. How about you, Corby?
Yeah, I'm on the cover of a magazine.
And boy, this one takes all of the cake.
Presented for your consideration, the magazine known as Lake Highlands Life. Described as a social magazine for the residents of North Lake Highlands. Now, you will note that is North Lake Highlands.
Yes.
Because some areas of Lake Highlands are better than others.
Well, North Lake Highlands, if this was a social magazine for North Lake Highlands, I would expect, a little more urban element represented. Maybe some grills. Because the North Lake Highlands, I know, mean streets, bro.
See, that's where I live, Mike.
Mean streets.
And that's why I agreed to do this, thinking that this would be all about my hood.
I think this is a little bit of a misnomer. I don't think they really mean North Lake Highlands because, you see, I'm familiar with that area you're speaking of.
Yes.
You're speaking of the Ferris Branch area and all of that, aren't you?
Thank you.
Where I
Yes.
get my yellow tops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you live considerably to the south of there, more along the lake area.
We like to call that the gated community.
No gates.
Just armed guards.
All right, well, on the front page here, you will find a photo of the four of them. Corby, his wife, and his two young sons.
All right, now look.
No, you look. And down here in the lower right-hand corner, the T's, meet the Davidson family.
Corby Davidson, the ticket.
All right, I am fully...
No.
You'll have your chance.
You'll have your chance.
God.
All right, so on the inside, on page 8, there's an article, Meet Your Neighbors, the Davidson family. The byline is Amy Perkins and Corby Davidson. And here on page 1, Danny, let me show you a nice color photo
Wow, that is beautiful.
of the four of them.
Look how expensive and professional that looks.
Yes, sitting on a nice, what appears to be a picnic table of some sort.
Yeah.
Where was this made at?
I'll tell you, but it all has to do with the story of this.
All right, well, let's get to the story. This is let's see. The first thing is this month we get to know Corby and Julie Davidson and their sons, Ike and Van.
Oh.
Corby Davidson has a way with words. He is the host of a popular show on the sports radio station, The Ticket. When he agreed to share some information about his family for Lake Highlands Life, I decided to let him tell the story in his own words. After all, that is what he does best.
Oh, God.
Yes.
All of it. Yuck.
No. You were very proud of this.
Shut up.
You brought up like a stack of them. We're handing them out to people.
No, I didn't. I did.
I'm on a magazine.
Can I tell the story now?
He's brought them out to the last 3 or 4 remotes we've done.
Yes.
And just given them away.
Here. That's me. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
There I am.
Let's go over some of these questions and answers.
When am I going to be able to talk?
I don't know.
I don't know if you will. You might be able to, you might not. Now, this was clearly all done via the miracle of email, right?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
This in-depth probing interview.
Let's see. Where do you like to go on vacations? I'm just kind of cherry picking here.
Yeah.
Answer.
Son of a bitch.
We have been going down to Watercolor, Florida these last few years. It's a pretty magical place. We don't see that ending anytime soon. So this is going to go on in perpetuity, huh?
Well, it seems like if the funds ever ran out, that I could see an end to that particular vacation. So, sounds like things are going well.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, I like more.
We are headed up to Beaver Creek, Colorado this spring to go skiing.
What?
It's the kids' second time.
Skiing?
But wait, there's still more.
I want to die.
We have also done the San Antonio trip a few times with the kids. The JW Marriott is a really cool weekend getaway with the kiddos.
Wow.
Talked about all 3 of those before. No secret to anyone.
Always stay at a Super 8.
Let's see. Do you have any favorite sports teams? We love.
Wait.
What a great question.
Do you have any favorite sports teams?
Yes.
Sports.
We love all the local pro teams, obviously. For the first time, the kids
Quit
were
reading
really
that
into
way.
pro football this year. The Mavs are a huge player at our house. We are season ticket holders to TCU football games. I love going over there and seeing how things have changed since I went to school. Julie went to Texas Tech. And then there is OU. There's a lot of OU at our house. My parents went to school there, and I grew up pretty obsessed. Actually, incredibly obsessed.
God, stop it!
Do you have any favorite TV shows or movies? Well, TV is a mixed bag in this house. Right now, we are really into The Americans on FX. It's a great early 80s spy show. What? I'm into the Breaking Bad spinoff, Better Call Saul. That's some good stuff right there. If you happen to be at the house between 10 and 11 at night, odds are Family Guy is on. It's my favorite show ever. I don't know where to begin with movies. I love going to the movies, but it all starts with Shawshank Redemption for me.
There you go. Fair enough. All right.
Who would ever be over at your house at 10 or 11?
I don't know. The town drunk?
How about your favorite music?
Oh, boy. This is my favorite question.
Oh, mine too. And my favorite answer.
Nope.
I want to die.
Let me restate the question. How about your favorite music?
And, I like soul music.
Oddly enough, soul music is not even mentioned here. Music? We are music nuts over here. We love going to shows. Since they are my neighbors, I'll start with the old 97s. They are an amazing band and amazing guys.
I should have put the Malibu Road band down.
Yes, you should have.
My wife is a Foo Fighters junkie, and I'm not far behind. Pearl Jam will always have a place on my Mount Rushmore of music. We are really into My Morning Jacket and anything Jack White puts out. Future Islands is a new favorite of mine, but there are just too many to mention. We really love music.
This is the best thing I've ever heard. You are winning at radio right now, my man.
Oh, I'm losing.
I'm
in last place.
What do you do to relax?
Oh, Christ.
I would probably say we both work out to relax. We both need that hour a day to sweat, and that in turn helps us relax. Julie is a big reader. She always has a new book, it seems. I relax listening to music and drinking a few local beers.
Oh, he loves local craft beer.
Do you have any family traditions? We don't have any family traditions, really. I think maybe the only repetitive thing we have are our Sunday mornings. That's Donut Day.
Why have I never been invited to Donut Day?
Oh, man.
I like donuts.
I like donuts, too.
Don't you think that's some information we would have liked to have known?
This is the first time I've ever even hearing of Donut Day.
I've heard of Truck Day, Patriot Day, but not
There's Opening Day.
Opening Day.
Everybody loves it.
What about Donut Day?
Oh, crap.
How long have you lived in Lake Highlands, and what do you like about it? We have lived in Lake Highlands for 8 years now. We lived on the M streets before that. This neighborhood is great. We have some cool neighbors that help us out a ton. The trees and the creek and the coyotes make things pretty interesting. And we love being so close to everything in the city.
Aww.
Yeah.
Like Mika Sina and Picasso's.
And Donut Day.
Oh, man. With the sign on the door that says just donut.
Yes.
Nothing plural, just donut.
And that's a whole series of high glossy quality photographs.
Oh,
too.
yes. Look at these. These 3 photos of the kids on the back page.
Okay, first off, here's how this all went down.
Mm-hmm.
I get an email from Julie who says, "Hey, this woman has some questions. She's there's a local magazine or whatever," and I'm like, "Okay." So she sent me the questions. Took like a month. Didn't answer them. I get the email sent again. "Hey, this lady wants us to answer these questions. Will you just answer them?" "Okay, I'll answer them." Answer them. Send them off to her. The end. Thinking there's going to be like a little article, whatever. That's it. And then that thing shows up on our front door.
Mm-hmm.
Those are not photos.
Yeah, they are.
Well, they're photos, but those are not photos that magazine took.
Well, what happened?
Somebody
P1
took them.
Domo.
Yeah. No, it wasn't P1 Domo.
He'd have a wiener on his forehead if that were the case.
It was freaking...
God, the one time that guy could actually be of some use.
Yes.
It was... Those are our... We were in Florida last year, and we had some family photos made. Not on the beach with our white shirt and all that. We were like, you know what, let's do something different. The kids put their Star Wars shirts on. I have my beer shirt on, and we just went and took some pictures in, like, old, like, weird Florida off the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife sent those in. Those are our family photos that she sent in.
So they used your personal family photo collection.
Yes.
Well, that's on your old lady.
No doubt.
You need to have a talk.
I just thought this was a little page 14 article with, one little line, couple of paragraphs, and that would be it, and just slide it on by. Nobody's business. Who cares?
No, you're on the cover. And with a full spread, a layout, as they say in the industry.
Yes, a layout.
You don't have to throw it at me. There's one point here that you missed.
All right.
But you might want to read that because...
Yeah, don't leave out the best part.
Oh, yeah, by all means. Oh, God, how could I have missed this? I needed to reread this thing today. It's been in my bag for the last 3 weeks. What are your favorite activities? Our activities are many, but clearly all revolve around the kids. Their sports and school take up all the free time, but it's all good. Tennis is a big player with all four of us.
Well, I'm sure.
I used to run marathons, but knee surgery stopped that in its tracks last year. Now I just squeeze in a good 45-minute workout any way possible. The kids are playing lots of sports. They love soccer, tennis, basketball, baseball, football, and a little golf here and there.
Did I write that?
Yeah, you did.
A little golf here and there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did.
Again,
I will say this. I think that's the only place golf has worked in here.
But I managed to work in golf and tennis
of
in the
course.
same paragraph. Well, I'm sorry that I didn't disclose this, but I didn't know about it. I wasn't aware of it. And then when I got it, I'm like, it's only a matter of
You
time.
weren't aware that you sat down at the computer and started emailing a bunch of questions absolutely pertinent to a story like this?
Not knowing that
You've
it would
never done
show up-
anything like this before?
Yeah, I
You
have.
didn't know where this was going?
I didn't think it would. No, I didn't think
You
it would.
didn't know
end
you
up-
were going to be on the cover?
No.
You didn't know you were going to have the byline, Meet the Davidsons?
No.
You didn't know
Hell
you were
no.
going to get your nuts kicked in here this way?
Well, I knew I would because somebody sent Danny a link to it. Like, you seen this?
Yeah, somebody tweeted it to me like a month ago, it seemed like.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, God.
Yeah.
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 Good job, Corby.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate
Good
you,
stuff,
pal.
Corby.
Appreciate you.
Nobody ever wants to interview me in the Lakewood Advocate. I got a lot to say.
Well, somebody get out there.
Yes,
We need
please.
this.
Put him on the cover, please,
Just
God.
by myself.
Yeah, just hang it out.
On his front porch.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe standing out there by the dart.
I've been in the dart in like 16 years.
I know, it'd be great if you did and you were standing by it for the picture.
Oh, man.
Let's see here.
All right.
Well, we had a real point of controversy, a real flashpoint on the presentation Friday. When somebody amongst the crew showed up with a very highly altered hairstyle. Now, this was not me. Was it you, Grego? Did you
Was
do
not
anything
me.
to your hair?
Was not me. Don't have much hair to do anything with, but it wasn't me.
Danny? Did you do anything different?
My hair
to yours?
always looks like crap. No.
Kevin?
No.
Did you go for the burr or anything?
No, nothing like that.
Justin?
I wear a hat all the time. You probably would never notice if I did.
And come to think of it, you do.
And it wasn't you, right?
Wasn't me.
No, it was not me. How about you, Cobra?
Yeah, it was me.
Well,
Snake.
tell everybody what you did. Let's reset a little bit. You tell everybody exactly what you thought would be a good idea.
Friday around 1 o'clock or so, before I was supposed to be at work at 1:30, I got the scissors out because I saw a chunk of hair that I didn't like, and I was going to just cut it off myself.
No, it wasn't a chunk.
Well, it was a sprig.
Okay, there's a difference between a sprig and a chunk.
Well, I ended up cutting a chunk out instead of a sprig as my... What do you call those general contracting scissors? I cut off a big chunk.
You call them manila paper shears.
Yeah.
All-purpose scissors.
You call them art class scissors.
And then I tried to even it out on the other side because it needed evening out, and it just went from there. And I ended up taking all my clothes off, standing in front of a mirror, cutting I swear, 2 inches of length off my entire head. I'm nude. I mean, everywhere.
So I would have given anything to have some video of that.
And it was panic because I knew I had to go to work and I didn't have a lot of time to do it. And I mean, I was just cutting. I never cut hair. I was just cutting, just grabbing hair and cutting.
So bottom line is you made a mess of yourself, didn't you?
Horrible mess.
And see, that's the problem. You've never cut hair, but you think you can do it.
No, I knew I couldn't. But when I started, I was like, how hard can this be? It's hair.
I don't get it because when you first screwed it up, you should have stopped right then and go, okay, I screwed this side up, but I'm not going to mess any more up.
You know what, though? That's what anybody would have done.
Yeah, probably.
Everybody thinks that, once you screw up one side, well, if I just even it up on this other side, it won't look so bad.
Then you'll cut off too much on that side, then you got to go back to the other one.
Well, I realized when I cut off...
Next thing you know, you've created the peninsula of Florida.
That's what happened. I cut off the other side, and I'm like, man, this is ridiculous. And that's when I really had to go to town.
So he shows up at the radio station with chunks out of his hair everywhere. The back of it just looked absurd.
I figured out who he looked like. Did you ever see the Leave It to Beaver when Beaver cut his own hair? That's who he looked like.
I think Kevin Scott described it best when he said he looked like Beavis and Butthead when they tried to cut off hair off their head and glue it to their face to make beards.
Well, they could have cool beards.
Kevin Scott. So what did your wife say when you went home that night? She got to look at it.
She just said, you look like an idiot. Why'd you do that?
What did the bathroom look like? Did she leave it for you, I hope?
Yeah, I had to clean it up. Yeah, and it took me a while to clean it up. It was all in the shower because I had to get in there and rinse off my nude hair body.
Yuck.
Yeah, it was really gross. It was all over the walls. It was everywhere.
On the walls?
Of the shower, yeah.
What'd you do, get in there and fling it?
I guess it just shot all over the place. I don't know.
Pull that.
It was just everywhere. It was a total disaster.
All right, so what happened after that? What happened Saturday?
So Saturday I wake up. I got to work from 8 to noon. I did the T-box and then the rant, and in the middle of the T-box, I called Avalon Salon where I go get my hair cut and just said, hey, I need some help. I screwed up. I tried to cut my own hair. So.
And how was that notion received down there?
They just laughed. They completely laughed.
Well,
so the girl I normally use was all booked up, and so I just took anyone. They just said, we got an opening if you want it. And I was like, all right.
The funny thing is, coincidentally, my wife was at Avalon, I believe, when you made that phone call, and she was, getting whatever color or something,
Mm-hmm.
and the girl
Did she
that does...
go maroon this time, or is she sticking to lime green these days, or what?
It's all kinds of different colors. Looks like a calico cat. But she told Dee Dee that she outed you to Dee Dee, the girl that normally cuts your hair, and said, you know
Is
what?
that the girl with the big jugs?
They all have big jugs there, correct?
Oh, okay.
And she told Dee Dee...
Not more so than her, though.
...that Corby cut his own hair, or tried to. And she just dropped what she was doing, and she's like, what? She was mad.
I imagine they would look at that as a personal affront.
It is. And she goes, let me guess, I bet he probably tried to do it with some scissors that had an orange handle on them.
Is that right? Do they have an orange handle on them?
They were yellow.
So they're just some cheap, unsharpened sewing scissors are what you use.
Yeah, they're huge.
Do you know that barber scissors, like the good ones that are really sharp, do you know those cost like $100?
Oh, a lot more than $100. I mean, the good ones cost $500.
No.
Yes, scissors?
Really,
Would you like
they
to
are
bet
very,
me?
very expensive.
I used to have a girlfriend that was a hairdresser.
$500, Grego.
Yes. Like a low-end pair will cost you $100. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, and a high-end will cost you about $5.
Because when my wife cuts my hair sometimes, that topic's come up. I was like, how much are those scissors? She goes, I think those are like $450.
Good God. Well, anyway, I went in there at like 12:30, and my wife called, and she's like, what are you going to do? I go, well, I don't know. I'm just going to go get it cut, I guess. And she goes, well, look. She goes, I got a picture out of this magazine. I want you to go get it cut like this guy. And it was a picture
And she gave you Fabio?
It was a picture of me from Modern Luxury Dallas.
It was a picture of
of Big Red.
Of the drummer for the Strokes. Or I think he's a drummer. The guy that dates Drew Barrymore. Bob Moreno or Morales or whatever he is. Whatever his name is.
He's got long hair.
No, he doesn't.
No.
And it's kind of a buzz cut. And I was like, you want this? And she was like, well, anything's better than what you got. So I get there, and I go get the picture of the guy. And the lady goes...
Well, that's very girl-like, taking a picture in there and say, hey, I want to look like this.
Hey, I want this.
That's very girl-like.
I did it in 1983 with an Eddie Van Halen picture, and I left with a big blonde perm.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah.
So
I'd love to see a picture of that.
I've got it.
I go, can you do this? And she goes, well, yeah. I mean, all you got to do is get the clippers out and shave your head. That's what this is. I'm like, okay. And she goes, I can clean this up, what you have right now, and you can make it look like a normal, just a short haircut, shorter version of what you have now. And you'll still have some length to it. And I was like, you know what? Just go for it, man. Just take it all off. She's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. So she gets the clippers out and
the first thing I see today, I'm about to get on the elevator to go upstairs, and in walks the snake looking like one of those chimps down at the Dallas Zoo.
I thought he looked like a Hitler youth.
So it's shaved, baby. Not all the way. It's about a
3-guard.
Yeah, what is
maybe
that?
4?
1/8 of an inch or something off my head.
Come on, man. Go for the number 1.
It looks very Chia Pet-like.
Yeah.
Let's get the number 1 going. Let's get this post-charity challenge look going once again.
No, I like this link. I'm comfortable with this link.
I hate this look on you.
You don't have to blow dry it now.
I've never blow dried my hair in my life, ever.
It's very rodent.
You know what it is?
You use a hot comb.
It's very pelt.
It's indefinable because when you see somebody with that haircut, you don't know if they're a rugby player or in a band or
just got out of jail.
Yeah, you don't know. It's like, what is that haircut?
Right.
It's maddening.
It's very corky, too.
But, to me, it doesn't look horrible. It just looks like... Because I got a kind of a round head. I don't have like a bean head.
So what? It's going to look real good in a few weeks with a big old mustache.
Yeah, that'll look odd. That'll look really odd.
Boy, if I was you, I would stay east of Oak Lawn.
And you know what I think I'm doing, too? I think I'm going to grow a beard out while I have this.
You're going to look like G.I. Joe.
with hair. The G.I.
Remember the G.I. Joes that had real hair?
Yeah.
That's what you're going to look like.
Yeah, I think I'm going to grow a little beard.
I guarantee if you have to grow a mustache and you've got that short hair, man, you are going to look so Village People.
Yeah, I just saw Freddie Mercury up there on VH1.
The gay guys are going to be fighting over you.
That's cool. I need some love.
You better wear Kevlar underpants.
You better wear a reverse chastity belt.
But I know Mike likes this because he likes to run his fingers through it.
That's because it's so pelt-like.
I know, it is.
It's like a Wolverine.
Yeah, it is. It's like
so thick.
It's like a beaver or a Wolverine or a ferret or something.
My dachshunds have softer hair than that.
Giant you have beaver. The thickest hair.
I know. It's out of control how thick my hair is.
Huge beaver.
Right, Tom.
Well, you look ridiculous.
Thank you.
I think it looks good. I like that haircut on him.
You've outdone yourself once again.
Thank you!
What I want to know now, though, is what is it going to take to get the photo of blonde perm Danny up here?
Surely there's no photos of that.
He said there was.
You know what? There's photos of it grown out after about 8 or 9 months, and it looks really bad. But yeah, I took a picture of Eddie Van Halen to the local beautician in Knox City, thinking that she was going to be able to pull off a cool razor shag, and she gives me a perm and puts blonde streaks in it. It looked nothing like Eddie Van Halen.
How'd that work out for you?
Awful.
Did pull any women for you?
No.
You weren't happy with that?
No.
How old were you, like 14?
No, I was older than that. I was old enough to know better. I was probably like 16 or 17. I think I was a junior.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
I'll get it up here. It's you know what? My senior picture, it's got the remnants of it. I'll bring it up here one day.
you promise?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
In my rat shirt.
I think we would be most interested in seeing that, would we not?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
All right, Snake, well, stick with it, man.
Happy haircut.
Don't let him talk you out of it.
No.
Okay?
I'm going to keep this link for a while.
Snake.
Where's the bass player? This song.
Community Quick Hits.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Subway and Dish Direct. Once again, here's Cobra.
I'm very excited to be a part of this segment because one of my coworkers has made it to a primetime television show. His name is Danny Bayless.
Hello, I'm Danny.
You're the only one clapping.
Not anymore, Danny. Not anymore.
Will they find him dead in CSI or something?
No. The very popular WB show, One Tree Hill, featured Danny's band, and make no mistake about it, this is Danny's band, Sorta, on Tuesday night.
I heard about this.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they did.
How'd you
There
hear
was-
about this? Did your daughter watch that?
No, I was alerted to it.
Back channels.
That's
Yeah,
all right.
you got lots of back channels.
Do not underestimate the power of my back channels.
I don't underestimate the power of your backside either.
That too.
No one does.
So, Danny, how come he didn't tell us about this?
I'd kind of forgotten about it.
You know what?
Greg.
He honestly did forget about it because I asked him about it the next day, and he was like, "Man, I forgot to TiVo it." So
Well,
luckily,
what was it? You were on TV?
No, they used 2 of our songs as, you know how they will use music in those kids' TV shows, like the OC, and they'll have bands, I guess like return music or...
they've actually
I don't
broke
know.
this show.
They use music in just about every show now.
This One Tree Hill, but especially these, like Danny was saying, the OC and these teen shows, they broke a couple artists. I mean, this
Yeah.
one guy that they picked,
Gavin DeGraw guy?
yeah, they picked him out of basically a haystack to have the theme music to this One Tree Hill, and now he's like he's a big time guy.
Yeah.
Well, Idol's done that too, and you don't give them any credit for it.
Well, I think
Well,
it's
these are-
different.
these are
people
bands.
doing original music.
Yeah, not covering
So
crap.
how'd they find you guys, Danny? What was the deal?
Actually, we had another couple of songs on MTV's The Real World and Road Rules last year. And we have a guy in L.A. that's an attorney, and he makes a little bit of money off of these, and he just works the deal.
Listen to this.
He's pretty connected out there, and with all these TV shows and the Farrelly Brothers, and he's actually working on shopping some of our stuff to one of their upcoming movies.
The bands, when they were on Real World, it says it sort of made $3,000 from royalties. And you're still working? Oh, my God. Dude, I would have quit right then.
I thought about retirement, but I love it so much that I
taking your $750 bucks
I would
and out.
I would have gotten bored.
Hong Kong Paul's here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. You have any food left?
Not sure.
But he's looking.
He's foraging.
So they featured 2 songs. They featured To Jenny, which is that real sweet song that the lead singer of Sorta wrote, Trey, to his wife.
That's a good song. That's on my iPod.
Is it really?
Yep.
It is a pretty song.
Crank that up. This is totally...
Yes, you can hear how this would fit in on some goofy love scene.
Yeah. Just from the first line.
I'll do 1 tree hill.
I love the moon too, sweetie.
It stays away.
It's like you're in me.
When I get home from school,
Yeah, baby.
just me and my girl.
I heard your parents got divorced.
Yeah, it sucks.
Don't worry, I'll never leave you.
Your mom's hot, though. Can we have a party?
Will you just put your hand on it once?
Right, just one time. It's waiting. All right, so this song, and then my favorite song that Sorta has ever done, Sweet Little Bay, which is the title track off of Little Bay, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I love this song.
We might not be able to do any better than this, I'm afraid. We might as well hang it up,
You
right?
think you peaked?
Pretty much. We've had it.
Yeah.
I don't believe in nothing. Take it away. I don't even hear a word you say.
All right.
Why you stop smiling
There's Danny.
at me? Sweet little babe.
Pretty song.
Here comes Corby on the 12-string.
That's right.
You leaving me today?
All right.
Oh, and I'll hang
Okay,
around
we got it.
with my
Such a great song.
Dude, that's so much better than the crap they play on radios now.
I know.
It's unbelievable.
I don't understand why
I don't
that's
either.
not a radio hit. I truly don't.
Its time may come.
It's timeless music, though. It's just guitars,
Well, yeah.
bass, and drums. It's not like it's real niche-y or anything. You know.
So, luckily, a friend of mine sent the clip up of when you guys were actually on.
Really?
Yes.
So you got this?
I have this. So this is off of
This is
One Tree Hill.
Yes.
The other night.
Tonight on an all-new One Tree Hill, guest starring Dawson.
Dawson, you have to come to the school rally tonight. We have to stop the nuclear power plant from dumping waste into your creek.
Yeah, Kimberly, but I don't really care. I mean, so what? I have 4 testicles now, but at least I'm no longer eaten up with AIDS.
But Dawson, radiation doesn't kill AIDS.
You're right, Kimberly. Only AIDS kills AIDS.
Oh, Dawson.
Hey, all these extra testicles are making me horny. Why don't you take your shirt off?
Oh, Dawson, give me AIDS.
Right to the chorus, baby. Right to the hook.
Isn't that perfect, Mike? It works so well.
You guys just ruined a good segment with that.
Added so much depth to a really emotional scene as it was.
Would you have been happy if that's what would have happened with your
God,
song?
I would have been just like
cheering,
number
yes,
one
all
sign,
over the room.
running through the living room nude.
What a magical moment if someone actually said that during your song.
Give me.
Oh, Dawson, give me AIDS.
Yes! Yes!
She loves him so much.
Boy, she does. She really cares for him. So good job, Danny. I'm proud of you guys. That's nice. And by the way, what's your lawyer's name? Manish?
Manish.
Manish?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it says he's the music supervisor for the Farrelly Brother films, in addition to Donnie Darko and The Big Lebowski. So that's very cool.
It's a good connection.
Hell yeah, it is. Making $3,000 every night like that?
That's what I'm saying, Holmes.
On TV every night.
Yeah. Maybe you can get Norm or Thanksgiving Loves the White Man on one of those movies.
Right.
Or Daddy's song.
Daddy.
Let's see, Mike. You'd be interested
all
to
you
know.
got?
Well, no, it's not.
Oh.
Well, why is this all aimed at me? Grego's here, too.
Yeah, but
Greg.
this interests this interests you. The last one interested Danny, not either one of you. About 1 in
I was
5
interested in it.
About 1 in 5 teenagers have tried prescription painkillers such as Vicodin and OxyContin to get, quote, high.
Well, I think that interests Grego more than me.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Grego.
I don't get it.
Hey, Greg.
They are now calling this generation the 15 to 19-year-olds, Generation R little X, Generation Prescription.
Very
That's clever.
Yeah,
Very clever.
Great.
Often raiding their parents' medicine cabinets. They found that more teens had abused prescription painkillers in 2004 than ecstasy, cocaine, crack, or LSD. Is that a good sign? That just means it's more accessible, I think. Because if you look in mommy's medicine cabinet and see she's got, 10 or 12 pounds of Vicodin, why not do that? It's free compared to going out and buying.
I just don't get it. Or what that does to you.
Well, you know it. Just experimentation. It just gives you a little buzz. And they're willing
I never got a buzz from that stuff. I swear I never did.
Well,
never.
Well, something happened.
It does give some people a buzz, obviously, or they wouldn't take it. If it had no effect, why would you do it? It'd be like taking an aspirin.
I've taken Vicodin before, and the couple times I've taken it, I mix it with a bottle of Jägermeister, so that's probably not what I should do, but it gives me a buzz.
That's usually pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, wait till they have to come down off of it and see if it's worth it then.
According to the study, the most popular prescription drug abused by teens was Vicodin, with 4.3 million use, or 20% reporting they'd used it to get high. OxyContin and drugs for attention deficit disorder such as Ritalin followed that, with 1 in 10 teens reporting they had tried it. What does Ritalin do, or Adderall?
Speed.
Why does it?
It's like an amphetamine. Okay, to the person with ADD, it
works
just
the
gets you back to
opposite.
normal. It gets you to focus.
Right.
That's
I had hyperactivity when I was a kid, and the doctor used to tell my parents to give me coffee.
Why?
Because that explains your coffee addiction.
It makes you more focused. It makes you centered and focused. It has an opposite effect.
Yeah, I had that problem too when I was a kid. My mother gave me a backhand.
Right.
Pretty much settled me down.
My drug was the belt. And why is it when Dad came in with the belt, he always had to hitch his pants up before he took the belt off? Like just to accentuate the.
And then would always take it,
rub it in. The fact that you guys grew up with dads.
Sling it out, and then have to pop it.
But then, Danny, I'd always go to my father-son picnic, which was so special. And then like father-son Indian guides. And then he taught me how to throw a baseball and then a football and shoot a jump shot. And then he taught me about love.
Gross.
Well, the birds and the bees.
And he's not in jail?
So look out, teens.
For pills.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Justin was all doped up on Vicodin yesterday.
Who?
Justin.
Well, he just had surgery.
Yeah, did he?
Well, yes, he did. He had his colon ripped out.
That's right.
With pliers. He's in pain.
Justin, you were doing the show on Vicodin?
I was.
Are you today?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, the guys
don't take too many of them.
Boy, now we're 2 for 6 here.
That's right.
On what?
Guys doing the show on Vicodin.
Comments?
Well, kidney stone time can't be too terribly far away for me.
That's true. Oh, and April 20th was yesterday, so we missed out on Pot Day. And by the way, you guys familiar with 420 and that mess? April 20th.
Heard something about it.
No, I heard somebody referencing that the other day, and I don't know what they're talking about.
Well, for some reason, pot smokers believe that
the best time to get high is 420 every day.
Yeah, and so then they make the date, April 20th, like the official stoner day. I bet I had 50 email like, dude, what are you doing for 420? I'm like, well, nothing.
Can you go to a card store and buy somebody a card, wish them happy 420?
I bet you can at some head shops, Greg.
I guarantee you can. You ought to give that to your dad one day and see what he says.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Happy 420, Dad.
He wouldn't have any idea what it was, just like I don't. I'm basically turning into my dad.
Boy, you are.
Did your daughter get you a 420 card, Mike?
No, she didn't, Danny.
Fair question.
No, it's not. It's an absurd question.
Is she part of Generation R little X?
She better not be.
It's time you sat down with her.
Right, Mike.
Believe me, I have.
Tell her to stop raiding your medicine cabinet.
On numerous occasions.
Only old people have medicine cabinets.
I've got one.
Well,
I guess you rest your case, don't you?
Greg.
For me, it's called a Ziploc bag.
Well, you don't keep medicine in your medicine cabinet, do you?
I don't have a medicine cabinet.
You don't?
No. I mean, I have
Well, where do you keep it then?
in the freezer?
All right.
In the breast pocket of a sports jacket hanging in your closet?
Right.
It's a good idea, Hammer. Oh, dear.
All right, let's gear up for the 2-minute drill right now, doing so by clearing the lines and reloading accordingly.